Brian, first training back after Atlanta, obviously probably a minute away from getting 3 points.
15 seconds.
15 seconds. What was your overall take of that now that you've been able to digest it, go over the tape?
Well, I mean, started off, against a desperate team, a little slow. But then we picked it up and, after they scored, obviously game momentum, we were able to withstand a little bit more. And, Pedro's goal brought us back into the game. I think after Pedro's goal, which came from, a good clearance by Alex first, actually, because they had gotten behind us, and then Yaimar got the assist. But we just seemed to pick it up, and I thought we were in control of a lot of the possession in the second half. Had the one ball against crossbar. Osaze, the first header, loved the way he tacked the ball, and then knew whose pinpoint cross, and Osaze's really good header. And the emotional high lasted about 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And then we just sunk into a crater because they had put a lot of effort into it. And so the review of the film was, certainly we showed the goal and things we could have done better, but we had to make it a little positive because we need to get them back up because there were some good moments in the game.
When you look back at those 2 minutes, just some things that kind of popped up to me. One of them is you knew who, he could potentially, he has the throw-in, kind of gets it up high, just kind of maybe concedes possession. Andrew Thomas gets that ball, puts it out of bounds on that other side. Is there a sense that maybe more possession or maybe more into those sort of situational soccer?
Well, knew who had to clear a ball out for a corner kick. Other guys lost some possession. It's a vortex of drama and guys needing to make plays. Look, Osaze scored the goal, but if you asked him, on their throw-in, if he's, 2 yards that way, even a yard that way, he can make a play. Or Danny Leva's, doing what he's supposed to do, but the guy's left-footed. So Danny kind of goes like this and lets him go this way. If Danny stays here, forces him to his bad foot. But those are all decisions that the players have to make. And let's just end it here. I mean, the guy kicks the heck out of the ball. And Andrew's a really good shot-stopping goalkeeper. I mean, sometimes you're just going to, say, that was a pretty nice shot.
You made a comment before Nuhu returned that your feelings on the situation would be shown by the way that you play him later. I mean, him not getting the start was that an extra?
No, there's nothing personal about it. No, there was nothing personal or disciplinary about it. I just thought Reed, had been playing pretty good. We need to see what we get out of him. The team had played well, so I stayed with basically the same group. I mean, Jackson came back in, but it was basically the same group.
Do you feel that you've how do you feel that you will go forward as far as there were there were some mistakes there.
We have to assess Reed. I mean, we do. I mean, the first goal he misread the play. So we got to take everything into consideration. And look, again, these next 3 games, Jada, I think your question is better suited for me after these next 3 because I'm going to mix some of the lineups. I'm going to try and give everybody a chance to play. I need to rest some guys. But coming out of that break, then I think you'll get a fair assessment as to who I think, is going to lock down that left back job.
And that's kind of where I was leading to, too, is just that because of the way that Pedro plays, too, I mean, it's a little bit more open competition, again, on that left side, which you said.
Well, Paul, unfortunately, he broke his hand, and, he's been the starter for the majority of the year. Ryan's still a quality player. I mean, there's competition.
Paul wasn't out here today, is that right? Or did I miss him?
He wasn't here. He might have been inside just he's still dealing with this. He had to get a cast on it. They got to check him out before they send him back in.
Do you know what the timeline is for him?
I think he'll be at training tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And I believe that he had some sort of x-ray, and if everything goes well, they'll cast him up, and then he'll be cleared to play.
Any other, and then Stewart looked like he was starting to get back involved.
Yeah, he's going to be back in some parts of training. He's not full yet. We still got to build him up a little bit.
Is there much chance of him being available for Leagues Cup?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about Joe Paulo? Where's he at?
Well, he's still going to be a ways away because they're still assessing the, when you take out cartilage and do the things that they did, it's still a slower process. You got to make sure that, that cartilage damage can be tricky, especially on a knee that's been repaired once before. So they're going to take it slow. I don't have an up to the second, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I don't have that. I think they were waiting to kind of let the surgery and kind of his swelling go down a little bit, and then they'll get a better assessment.
And
I know
Steph is still concussion protocol. I mean,
Steph is out on the field today for his first time, but he's still in the protocol. I don't know what stage he's in, but he's taken baby steps. And again, I'll repeat myself, we're going to take that one slow.
I know it's not your job per se to make signings, but what if you're assessing what you feel like you need right now, how does it complicate things where eventually you're going to get Jordan back, you're going to get JP back? How does it, from your mind, are you looking like we need stuff now, or is it you're ready to wait?
Well, we've done pretty good, missing Jordan for the majority of the year. We missed Albert a little bit, Jackson, Yaimar, Gimke, you could go down the list, JP, and we're still in fourth place. So I tend to look at things with a positive viewpoint. I would probably say to you, answering your question directly, that I would look at the longer term. I wouldn't want to sign a player just now. I'd rather make sure that the dollars that we do have, we spend it on something that we think is a longer term piece. How about that?
In that same sense, regardless of not getting some results, it feels like you guys have gained a lot of momentum going into this Leagues Cup, at least offensively. Is that fair to say?
Offensively, we've been good. I don't like the fact that we've given up 2 goals a game, but that's the negative side of things because we were the best defensive team in the league last year. But I like the way the offense is moving and clicking. We've getting multiple players scoring goals. Saze was just a bonus, and that's going to give him a little bit of playing time, and it's good to see that.
In terms of rotating your lineup, how much do you look at the fact that Cruz Azul is probably the best team that you'll face in that group stage? Best in CONCACAF. How much does that go into consideration, and knowing you to tweak it?
A lot.
Can you rely on anything that in the CONCACAF tournament to kind of go back to?
We'll go back and watch the film and take a look. Sorry, Jada. For sure.
Snyder's family. What can you tell us about him and his how his parents would have helped him be ready for this era in his life?
Well, I'm going to let those guys fill in the details because I just know that he's associated with a famous family. So he's a great kid. He's smart. He's a very good athlete. And I believe that he's going to have an impact very soon. And very soon means maybe these next 3 games I'm going to throw him in there, throw him into the fire and see what he's got.
Because of the fact that you've had a lot of players come through your system, is it obvious, he's been here for a while, so was it obvious that he was going to be that next kind of signing? Are you able to start to pick them out now when they come up and train?
It's always hard, Jada. We try and do a good job. I think ever since we started in 2016, we brought 4, 5, 6 kids into every single preseason. And it's great to see. Some of them are still here, like Danny. Others, AOC, Ethan, some of those guys are gone now. So we'll see what happens at the end of the day with Snyder. But he certainly has a lot of good starting points. He certainly works hard. And like I said, he's a smart soccer player, which is something that I like. So he's got potential.
What did you see from him in those early training sessions? When he was training with you guys as a 16-year-old, what were you seeing in him?
Training was good. What struck us about Schneider was not this preseason, but the last preseason. We were short. We were in Spain. We were short. The kid had to play like 120 minutes on our last game, leaving out of Spain last year, and he dug deep. He figured it out. He played against some really good European competitions. And he didn't look out of place. And then we brought him to preseason this year. And, look, I mean, he could have probably been signed early on. I mean, that's, the club and, how they want to shuttle players in and out. But he was good enough in preseason this year.
Looking
Last
ahead
question, guys.
to Thursday's match, do you kind of view it as kind of a redemption match after falling to them during the CONCACAF tournament?
We had a very exciting draw last time we played them here at Lumen. The game was fast. They are a really, really top team. Now they've changed coaches. Roster's kind of the same. They may sign one kid, but overall we're looking forward to a fast tempo, high energy, exciting game. And yes, we would like to measure ourselves against Cruz Azul and see if we can't get a result.